Hello and welcome to the Metaverse. For Honor has a pretty large cast. It's almost a guarantee that someone will fit whatever playstyle you have. We have rushdown styled characters like Centurion, Gladiator, and Hitokiri. Stance styled characters like Shaolin and Highlander, defensive oriented characters like Lawbringer and Kaioshin. And the oh so coveted I don't wanna use my brain at all style. Basically I'm saying there's a style for everyone. It's fairly impressive that Ubisoft was able to make these characters feel unique on release. But just like there's a style for everyone, it's also within reason to say that some characters are on the other end of that spectrum. The boring character that you don't really use for any multitude of reasons. Moveset is boring. Not my kind of playstyle. Fashion is garbage. I can't be female Shugoki. Whatever weird or obscure reason we have, the fact remains that it's improbable you'll enjoy the playstyle of every single character in the game. Now with that being said, today I wanted to talk about the 5 characters I think are genuinely boring as shit to play. Obvious disclaimer here. This list is opinion based. Just because I said that your character is boring it doesn't mean you should run into the comments and leave a 5-paragraph essay on why sitting for 5 minutes straight with Conk is fun for you. We can all have a civil and normal discussion on why I'm right. Anyway, before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps my channel out a ton. We're super close to 10k. I love each and every one of you. And with that bullshit out of the way, let's get started. There are some redeeming qualities with Warmami. At least with Warmonger you get to have fun making people cry with her feats. But as it goes for her moveset, it's more or less just Warden 1.5. To me her mix-up is just another in a long line of already used mix-ups, so it's not innovative in any way. Oh boy, I just love holding my bash down to the last possible frame and somehow still being able to cancel this. You don't understand how much I dislike using Warmonger almost purely because she doesn't shut the fuck up. She's mainly the reason I stopped playing with sound. Granted, she isn't as bad as female Shyandi, but my god. She is always fucking talking. It's always stay here this, or something sheet that. Never I know you want some of this badonkadonk metaverse, or come and get dominated by your dommy mommy. If I wanted to hear a girl moan and groan for 15 minutes straight I'd just go to the hub. Damn. I really am down cataclysmic out here. That aside, maybe if her moveset didn't feel like another version of someone else, or if she shut the hell up, I'd perceive her better. It really hurts to put him here, but honestly I just find him boring due to power creep. With each undodgeable and other bullshit being added to characters, it makes using Highlander more and more of a chore to enjoy. I have no qualms of having to think a few steps ahead of your opponent in order to have your character work effectively, but with Highlander it's not even a few steps ahead. 85% of the time you need the fucking stars to align in order to just win a fucking round. You literally have to know how the entire battle will play out in order to use him effectively against anyone with at least a surface level understanding of their character. Almost half of Highlander's kit becomes fucked on. I use Highlander purely for the stances, but I'm spending more time in defensive stance begging the opponent to just let me into the offensive stance so he can butt fuck me that way, rather than using the full kit and doing the fucking myself. Like, come on. It's fun to do the kick to grab and whisper in your opponent's ear you can save 15% or more by switching to Geico. You basically only get one time to do it anyway. The man's stamina is absolutely abysmal. One mix from the offensive stance and the dude has to back off to get his stamina back. You know it's gotten bad when Shugoki out here smacking people up with half the stamina it takes your character. Though then again Ubi turned that dude into the perfect life form, so I guess it isn't fair. However, I will say this. Mark my words, when Highlander inevitably gets reworked, he'll become a bigger pain in the ass to fight than pre-nerf Orochi. And if I'm right, I want my fucking Nobel Peace Prize. Not only is this character's lore super uninteresting, the entire character is just a snoozer. Case stance is cool to look at, but most of the time the people you face try to be fucking giga-brained and end up looking like Cletus. Spamming this move in neutral will not net you free damage, you fucks. It'll give you a free GB and a one-way ticket to the upper room. The mix-up is boring. It's the same thing we'll likely receive from now till Kingdom Come, the good old-fashioned undodgeable or bash mix. It's basically what everyone from on out is going to get as their main pressure tool. I just don't find fun in sitting there waving your sword around like a emo kid at a rave. I'd rather just use Raider and win with 1% the effort the rest of the cast has to put in, and a neutral bash that for the life of me I can never get to land. I can never use that shit ever, and then the one time I try they react to that shit and powerbomb me into the fucking pavement. Only fun I get out of this train wreck of a character is when I force tack with friends and K stands the last guy so he can't have fun. I'm really out here saying if I'm not enjoying this game then no one can type shit. Also even to this day, I don't care how much people try to debate me on this. Kaioshin's customization is fucking trash. That shit will never look cool to me. It baffles me how anyone finds this character fun to play. Not only is the moveset bare bones as shit, but the customization for the dude is also shitballs. Dude is the epitome of a basic bitch. Nothing special, nothing interesting. Just straightforward and vanilla as all fuck. Using this dude is a literal fucking snooze fest. Every time I play a game with him I just get ridiculously sleepy. I need at least some kind of gimmick with my characters to keep them at least somewhat interesting. With Warlord, he has nothing at all. He could at least have a meme move. You know what I'm talking about. Moves that are more or less useless but are used to troll and demoralize your opponent. Shit like Shaolin Sweep, or Brina's Long Arm, and whatever the fuck Warmonger's out of stamina stab is for. Maybe if Warlord also had movement I'd enjoy him more. Most of the characters now are out here moving like Sonic the Hedgehog, and if you can't keep up then you may as well turn the game off now because you're about to have the worst time of your life. Come on, you knew he'd be number one. I mean, for fuck's sake, I made a joke about him in the intro. For the future people who see this, I mean Conk before his rework. That new version is an entirely different can of worms that I don't even want to get into right now because my god, I'd be ranting for like 20 minutes. The Conk we have currently is the most boring, uninteresting, putrid, what the fuck character I think I've ever played. I honestly don't see what's fun about just sitting there for 5 minutes just hoping for your opponent to throw something so you can all guard that shit. Dude offensively is a chore and defensively he's a mixture of a chore and a nightmare. The fact you can't even throw same side lights with this dude proves to me that France is not a real place. Dude's zone is 50/50 on God but not for the opponent. His zone is both I honestly don't see what's fun about just sitting there for 5 minutes just hoping for your opponent to throw something so you can all guard that shit. He's a mixture of a chore and a nightmare to fight with and against. The fact you can't even throw same side lights with this dude proves to me that France is not a real place. Dude's zone is a 50/50 on God but not for the opponent. His zone is both a fucking godsend and the most shitty booty shit ever. It's good in the sense you can just stop people's chains part way through. However, it's also slower than my brain on tests. That shit in its current form is so slow that it's basically a deflect or parry. And you know Conk mains love throwing that shit out for no apparent reason. That's their version of the monkey brain dodge attacks. Thank god he's getting reworked and feels at least semi-interesting to play. Cause this version is something I'll only use as a joke when I want to bash spam someone to death. This concludes today's video. Tell me in the comments section below you find boring and For Honor. Thank you for watching. This concludes today's video. Tell me in the comments section below who you find boring and For Honor. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, it really helps my channel out a ton. And until next time.